Starring Uncle Don't. Uncle Don't save money. Uncle Don't balance budgets. Uncle Don't stop spending. And Uncle definitely don't have a plan to pay it back. This is Uncle Don't, and he's got a massive problem. His jungle owes 37 trillion bananas to creditors around the world. That's over 1,000 times more bananas than there are monkeys on the entire planet. Potentially even more bananas than stars in the night sky. This is called the U.S. national debt, and it's not going great. Every year, Uncle Don't collects bananas from working monkeys through taxes. Then he spends those bananas to run the jungle. Roads, soldiers, infrastructure. But here's the problem. Uncle Don't always spends more bananas than he collects. Way more. When this happens, the jungle runs a deficit. So Uncle Don't borrows bananas, promising to pay them back later. But later never comes. It's like saying you'll start that diet next Monday. Except now you owe China 1 trillion bananas. So who lends Uncle Don't bananas? Some come from monkeys in the jungle. Banks, investment funds, even grandma's retirement account. They buy treasury bonds, little IOUs that say, I'll pay you back with interest. But a big chunk comes from foreign jungles. China's panda jungle, Japan's pheasant forest, and the European Bear Federation. They trust Uncle Don't will pay them back, usually. Panda alone used to hold over 1 trillion bananas in American debt. Why? Because the U.S. seemed like a safe place to park bananas. Kind of ironic. Let's loan money to the guy who's 37 trillion bananas in debt. For now, everyone's cool. But that stack of IOUs is getting very, very tall, very, very fast. So why does the debt keep growing? Borrowing bananas isn't always bad. Sometimes you need help to build a bridge, or a hospital, or a $700 billion military budget because freedom isn't free. But borrowing too much comes at a cost. Interest. Uncle Don't now spends over 650 billion bananas every year just to pay the interest. Not the actual debt, just the fee for being in debt. It's like paying the minimum on your credit card while buying an aircraft carrier. The debt is a snowball rolling downhill, growing bigger as interest piles on. At this point, the snowball is the size of Texas and it's on fire. But wait, there's more. Some IOUs are bought by the feds, the Federal Reserve, and when they buy them, they don't use real bananas. They create new bananas digitally. Out of thin air. Poof, bananas appear. It's called quantitative easing because magic money printer go burr doesn't sound professional. Some say this keeps the jungle stable, others say it enables Uncle Dont's spending addiction. Spoiler, both are kind of right. Now here's where it gets scary. What if international lenders lose trust? They could stop lending, or worse, demand all their bananas back at once. China's already reducing their American IOUs. Japan's nervous. Europe's hedging their bets. If the big lenders bail, Uncle Don't would have to slash spending, raise taxes, or print bananas until they're worthless. None of those end well. But how does this affect you? You might think, who cares? I'm broke anyway. But you should care, because jungle debt affects everything. When debt gets too high, there's less money for schools, roads, and hospitals. That means higher taxes and fewer services. You're paying more to get less. The debt also weakens the dollar. When Uncle Don't prints too many bananas, each one becomes worth less. That's inflation. Your grocery bill doubles. Gas costs more. Rent increases. You're working harder, but your money doesn't go as far. Plus, every banana borrowed today is a banana future generations have to pay back. We're leaving the bill for monkeys who haven't even been born yet. And if it gets bad enough, full economic meltdown. Businesses close, jobs disappear, savings vanish. Think 2008, but worse. So what's the solution? Uncle Don't could cut spending, but nobody wants to lose their benefits. He could raise taxes, but nobody wants to pay more. He could grow the economy faster than the debt, but that's slow and uncertain. The reality? Fixing this requires cooperation and compromise, and that seems impossible. Until then, the debt keeps growing, the interest keeps piling on, and the can gets kicked down the road. 37 bananas and counting. Uncle Dont's problem is all our problem, and the clock is ticking. Hope you like bananas.